Hello, I am Joshua Rapport. I am the General Director at Crossborder Investment here in Mexico. We have made some videos recently about change in bank policies over 2025, where the lenders are now requiring clients, so foreign clients, to have residency status for Mexico in order to qualify for a mortgage. I also wanted to take advantage and talk about some of the other requirements to qualify for the mortgage. So we'd be using, if you don't have income in Mexico, if your income's coming from the US, we'd be using your US credit report, and you would have to have at least a 700 credit score to qualify. You wouldn't be able to have you wouldn't be qualified if you had recent significant late payments on any of your debts. If you're salaried, we're going to be looking at an employment letter, and we're going to be looking at 3 months of pay stubs, as well as the bank statements where you're depositing your pay stub. If you're salaried, we're going to be looking at your tax returns, so it would be your 1040s with either Schedule C or Schedule E. Schedule C is preferable. And also 6 months of bank statements where you're depositing your income. In Mexico, it's required to have property and life insurance with the mortgage, and those are actually paid via your monthly payment. For life insurance, there's an age max basically here in Mexico. So it depends on the specific lender, but usually the age max is somewhere around 65 to 70 years old, and the term would be reduced. You would have a shorter term as well, length of the mortgage. Yeah, and similar to the States, we're looking for your income documentation to derive how much income you generate a month. And from that income, lenders will allow you to spend a certain percentage, which is called debt to income. They'll allow you to spend up to around 40% of your income on debt. And so the debt that would be considered would be the minimum monthly payments that you're paying on your debt on your credit report. And then whatever's left over would correspond to the monthly payment for the mortgage here in Mexico. So an example, let's say that your income documentation supports, I'm going to talk in dollars, supports a $10,000 monthly income. So I'm making this very watered down, but basically it's $10,000 times 40%, which is the amount of money that can be spent on debt payments. So $10,000 times 40% is $4,000. Let's say your minimum monthly payments for your US mortgage, your US car payment, US credit card payments, minimum monthly payments on your credit cards, let's say that's $2,500 a month. So that allows you to have, so if it's $10,000 times 40%, that's $4,000. And let's say you have $2,500 on minimum monthly payments in the US, so that 4,000 minus 2,500 gives you $1,500 for a mortgage payment here in Mexico. So that's why it's really important that we're able to clearly document your income, and specifically for self-employed borrowers. And it's also really important that when you're talking to us, before we're actually reviewing documentation, we always ask you what's your minimum monthly payment. But often clients will tell us, like, let's say that they have a credit card and they spend $2,000 a month on the credit card, and they pay off the credit card every month. Often clients will say to me, well, my credit card payment is $2,000. Well, no, because on your statement, if your balance on your credit card is $2,000, your payment's probably your minimum monthly required payment is probably only like $50 a month. So we'd be looking at the $50 a month, not the $2,000. Yeah, and of course, all these requirements that I'm discussing today in December 2025, they can change as banks change policies. So feel free to reach out to us and get all the updated information.